Yes. So I'm watching the tennis with my boy. I hate sports. Hands up who loves sports. I knew you would, Will.
Yeah.
Well done, Joe. Sports are boring, right? Sports, you have to be impartial. I don't want you to get in trouble. But sports are boring.
I have to make out I'm an avid fan.
Yeah. Let's go through from 3 to 1, the most boring sports in the world. Number 3, it's football.
Oh,
yes.
That
Number
stings.
3, it's football. Number 2, it's swimming.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and at number 1, it's the cricket.
Really? No golf in there. Golf would be in my bottom three.
Oh, give us your bottom 3 sports.
Yeah, golf is the absolute worst. Yeah, I don't understand
F1?
a lot of sports. No, I like F1.
Do you? See, that's top of the list for me.
No.
Not even sure it's a sport.
F1, wowzers. So I was watching the tennis with my 10-year-old because he wanted to watch it. Actually, he was asleep because he wasn't very well. That's by the by. And then when he woke up, I said, tennis is on for you, Kim, because you wanted to watch it. Can I watch YouTube instead? So anyway, so I'm watching the tennis, right? And I'm not cheering on Kyrgios because I think he's rude. And he's got an arm covered in tattoos. And I'm an old man. That to me is, I don't like that. So I'm cheering on, who's the other guy?
Djokovic.
Not Philippoussis, Djokovic, right? So I'm cheering him on. And then when it finished, I said to my eldest, Djokovic won. Is that his name? Djokovic?
Yeah,
I just said it.
Yeah.
And he was my favourite. He said, yeah, he was the anti-vaxxer. So how can you have a final with both players? I'm talking about the men's, obviously, the women's final. I don't know who was in that, and that's on my shame because we should. They're just finals, not women's or men's. But both of them were. I got told off for saying D-heads the other day. Both of them were, let's say, idiots. How can that be allowed in a final? You need one good guy, right?
Right.
I
don't want to get drawn into this.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm not getting the support here that I was expecting from my team, so we'll move on. This is the Jack FM. If you want to give us a call, 01865 575 106. Who's going to be the first caller?
Iain Lee's Rude. Oh, sorry. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. 106 Jack FM.
1, 2, 3. My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together. sugar, shake it like a pro. Now all Beyonce's and Lucy Lou's, shaking baby doll, get on the floor, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Sugar, shake it, you know what to shake it, sugar, shake it, sugar, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Oh, I had the faders down. That's why that was a bit quiet. Sorry, guys. It was just so what I'm going to say to you, dear listener, is just turn your radio down a bit. You probably had your radio up quite loud to hear that. It was my fault. My fault. So just turn your radio down a little bit because the next song is going to kind of be really, really loud. That's totally my fault. I apologise for that. Good morning, everybody. I'm Iain Lee. This is Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. Every weekday between 7 and 10, I'm joined by producer Will. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Ian.
Let's check in. Let's just check in and let's just I've got a very dry mouth, which is blah. So let's just check in. Let's just see how we're doing and where we are. Will, check in with me. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm good. It's a good weekend.
Okay.
Glad to be back in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, fighting fit again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're
all
crossing
good.
your arms very tightly as
I
though...
am. It's not. It's just a comfortable position.
It's a
mate,
comfortable
so
position.
It's quite cold in here, to be
Cold
honest.
in here?
And I think you
thinking?
my nipples poking through the
Oh,
t-shirt a bit.
okay, right. So I get in trouble for using the D word and you're allowed to talk about nipples.
My male nipples are fine, aren't they?
They are fine. That's that weird thing. If I talk about men's nipples, yeah. I can't even say ladies' nipples because you're getting terrible, terrible trouble. Let me check in. I'm all right. I'm tired. I was working on Saturday on a project that was interesting but will come to naught, and I had to sign an NDA. You ever signed an NDA?
I haven't actually. No.
I have signed in my life maybe 3 NDAs. That's not one of them. I broke almost immediately, but that was when I got the sack from the BBC. Sign this form, and we'll pay you 6 months' wages, but you mustn't talk about it. Okay, they just paid me 6 months' wages, is what I did. And then I had to take my little boy to A&E. He was fine, guys. I was in A&E with my kid, right? Sunday morning. Guess how long I was in there for?
Hour and a half.
Have you ever been to A&E before?
Yeah.
An hour and a half?
Not since I was about 10.
Well, yeah, exactly. A&E's like 4 or 5 hours.
Is it? Oh, jeez.
By coincidence, I was actually in there for an hour and a half, which is a very, very quick time. And I would like to thank our Prime Minister, my Prime Minister. I would like to thank my Prime Minister Boris Johnson, for making the hospital so goddamn great and keeping those A&Es going and keeping them open. I want to speak to someone. It's going to be the first... The next song is Harvey Danger, Flagpole Sitter. What a song. Who's going to be the first caller of the day? There's a lot to talk about today, dear listener. A lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about our weekends. We're going to be talking about... oh, my God. Anika says, please bring back Trev to the morning. Sorry, Anika. That ain't happening. That is not happening. And for that, I can only... I'm not going to apologise. I'm feeding my kids. You can have a go at me for feeding my kids. Is that what's happening, Anika? You can hear Trev every weekday from 3 o'clock. Every weekday from 3 o'clock. So go in and have some of that delicious, succulent Trevor Marshall pie.
I like the hashtag as well.
What's the hashtag?
There's a hashtag bring back
Oh my
Trev
God,
as well.
there's a hashtag.
It's a movement.
Bring back Trev. I daren't click on it because I'll just be inundated. It's a funny thing, right? I get radio. I love radio. I'm a radio geek. And by the way, some of you, we're kind of streaming maybe a bit of this show today online. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll see a link just so you can watch a little bit of the video and see what happens. And if you're watching online, make sure you download the Jack FM app. That's why we're doing this. But I'm a big fan of radio, and I get it. When someone has been in your ears for 15 years, you kind of, when there's change and stuff, you don't like the change, and that's cool. I get it, but that hashtag ain't gonna work, baby. Ain't gonna work. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. If you want to give us, if you just want to phone up and just check in, just let us know where you are. What's going on? What's happening? for you, because we don't do that enough.
No.
Will, is that thing? I do this thing sometimes, and it. What does it do to people? It makes them uncomfortable, right? And I don't have a problem with that. How you doing, Will?
Yeah, fine.
That's it, right? That's what we say.
That's all you can say, though, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not what you can say.
No, but I mean, it is.
No. Ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing?
I'm tired. Thank you for asking. I'm tired. I'm anxious about this job. We've done a week, and it was fun, and now it's week 2, and it's become a job. And over the weekend, I've been really worrying. Can I maintain this? Can I keep this going? Is this really? Can I do a breakfast show for a year? And I was a bit worried about my kid because he was in A&E, even though he was fine. And they're supposed to be going to Greece at some point this week. And I'm terrified they're not going to. The flight's going to be cancelled. And also, I'm doing this counselling placement, and I've decided that today I'm going to go in and hand in my notice in this placement, which is a big thing, and I'm really scared.
Okay, well.
So that's how I'm doing.
That's very...
And why don't we do that more often? How you doing? Is that? Do you want the polite answer or do you want the correct? Why don't we do that more often? Check in with each other.
It's a very fair point.
It is a fair point, and obviously there are times when it's more appropriate than others. But there's a lot of people out there struggling because we don't have this. It's getting really heavy in the first 15 minutes of the show. We don't have this language of communication where we feel able to go, do you know what? I'm struggling with this, man. So, Will, that's how I'm doing. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for telling me, mate.
01865 575 106 is the phone number. This is Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Wake up and smell the cup of tea or something. 106 Jack FM.
Morning, lovely, lovely.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is one of your 5 a day. It's also the other 4 of your 5 a day. 106 Jack FM.
Okay, here we go. So the show is... We're kind of... hang on a second. We're easing ourselves into the week. And why wouldn't we? 01865 575 106 is the phone number. Don't forget, here there are some kind of new rules in town, guys. Some new rules in town, guys. You know cowboys, Will?
Yeah.
Like with those rickety towns and horses and gunfights, right?
Yeah.
How long did that period last in American history?
200 years? 100 years?
Hang on a second. 100 to 200 years of men riding horses and shooting each other in rickety old towns.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 years. That's how long the cowboy era lasted.
There's a lot of films
years.
for a 20-year
They
period,
squeezed a lot of milk out of that coconut. 20 years. By the way, Paul the chef says, you've just won me over with the sentence, all sport is boring. I'm tempted to do a phone-in on what's boring, but someone's going to phone up and say, you, Iain, you're boring. That's what they're going to say. Morning, Alistair.
Good morning, Jack FM people.
How's
it going?
It's going very well. How are you?
Well, thing is, I broke the toilet at the weekend, and I'm not happy about it because when you press the handle and it sometimes doesn't flush, and you press it again.
Yeah.
And the plastic bit broke, so I had to go and get a new one, which didn't fit. So I'm very unhappy.
Well, hang on, I cannot believe our first call of the week is a man saying he did such a big dump it broke the toilet. So you got... I'll get told off for saying dump, which is okay. I'm nearly 50. I'm going to die soon. On your deathbed, any regrets? I wish I hadn't said dump on breakfast radio. That was the one wish. So it broke.
Yeah.
And you fixed it.
No, I went to the B&Q.
Yeah.
And it looked like the same piece.
God, this is. I'm gonna. Can I stop? Can I just play something, Alistair? And this is nothing to do with me.
Boring caller.
That is nothing to do with me. That has come through. This one's to do with me.
Boring.
But the other one, that was nothing. This is
call now.
No, this
boring caller
is nothing to do with me. I'm afraid.
Well, okay then, but I won't tell you the second bit now.
No, don't. No.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much.
Excusez-moi, who are you talking to?
We'll panic then because he thought I'd forgot to press the button. I know exactly what I'm doing. I never forget anything. So Will will not let go of this. I don't like sports. I think all sports are boring thing. He will not let go of it. And then what was the question you asked me about football? I
said not even when England play. Because when England play in the World Cup, it's, exciting.
Why? Why?
Just everyone
Because of
gets
the
behind
sweepstakes at work, right?
Exactly.
Because you might win some money.
Exactly.
I don't get... Right, I don't... No, I've been to 2 football matches. One was Luton versus Millwall. Dear God. Turns out you can shout really, really racist things really loudly at football matches. And the other one was Man City versus Chelsea. And I was in the VIP box. We got given free. The experience was good, but the football was rubbish. But I don't get that thing that you're supposed to get when England are playing. You go, oh yeah. What did they get to like the semi-finals of the World Cup?
Final of the Euros as well.
Who cares?
I get caught up in it even though I don't understand what's going on.
Why do you get caught up in it?
Just because everyone's,
it's the whole
FOMO.
country behind it, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, it's not because I ain't behind it. I don't. I'm not one of these negative Nancy's. Is that a phrase?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't get. This is where we lose all of the remaining Trev fans from Jack FM. I don't get patriotism. I'm not very patriotic because all patriotism is basically celebrating the fact my mum and dad had sex in England. That's all it is, right? That I was born, my mum went to a hospital in London and I was born there, so I should be proud to be British, right? Are you proud to be British?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, Joe, you proud to be British?
Yeah, of course.
What is... You young people are supposed to be angry but it's just me being an old man. Thank you very much, Joe. Hello, Gatford.
Hi there. I thought I'd ring up with a sport I think you would like.
Oh, I am totally in for a sport that you think I might like. Let's have it.
Now, it's a sport of it's a male-predominated sport, but women are coming through.
It's
and I know you're all about equality.
Male-predominated. Okay.
But I know you're all about the equality. It's darts, Ian. I know you're a big fan of darts. Come on, tell me.
Do you know what? So I've got sports I don't like and sports that are bearable. Darts is bearable. I prefer it if there's some general knowledge questions before each dart is thrown and some flashing lights. Darts is acceptable. I mean, I haven't watched darts for 30 years.
It has changed a bit.
What, they like laser-guided robot darts now from the future?
No, but they sing a lot. Not the darts players, the people in the audience.
Sometimes
you might not like that.
Why do they... Hang on, Will, why do they sing?
They just get involved in the crowd quite a bit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't like
all
crowds.
the darts players have entrance music like wrestlers.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, Gatford? Do I sound like a miserable old sod?
A little bit, yeah.
Thank you very much for your call. 01865 575 106. This is Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, weekdays from 7 on Jack FM.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is here. All other breakfast shows are toast. 106 Jack FM.
Well, how's your view of things today? Got up young to fade away. The sinners sin but aren't aware. Our fables take us everywhere. I can't keep up with you. I can't keep up. I can't compete with history. We'll film it live but dub our tale. The mystery must stay inside. Look at our homes, look at our lives. In control of the morning. In control of the sea. You are creating all the bubbles at night. I'm chasing around trying to pop them all the time. We don't need to trust a single word they say. You are creating all the bubbles at play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. It's time to be once upset my kin, accused him of a moral slip. Well, he came back and claimed a change. I know his life's the same again. I can ask him again. I should let it go. You are creating all the bubbles at night. I'm chasing around trying to pop them all the time. We don't need to trust a single word they say. You are creating all the bubbles at play. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. In her own creepy world, there's a girl, there's a girl. She's down by the river. It's time to consider that baby is a sinner. There's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl, there's a girl. Wash away your sins down in the river.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. If this doesn't wake you up, we can't help you.
A biddly biddly bong.
Me like it.
Am I talking to myself here?
One day when I came home at lunchtime, I heard a funny noise. Went out to the backyard to find out if it was one of those runny boys. Stood there was my neighbor called Peter and a flux capacitor. He told me he built a time machine like the one in the film I've seen. Yeah, yeah. He said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. And your great, great, great granddaughter is pretty fine, is pretty fine. He took me to the future in the flux thing, and I saw everything. Boy bands, and another one, and another one, and another one. Triple-breasted women swim around town, totally naked. We drove around in a time machine like the one in the film I see. Yeah, yeah. He said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. And your great, great, great granddaughter is pretty fine, is pretty fine. I took a ship to the year 3000. This song had gone multi-platinum. Everybody bought our 7th album. It had us so Michael Jackson. I took a ship to the year 3000. This song had gone multi-platinum. Everybody bought our 7th album. He told me he built a time machine like the one in the film I see. Yeah, yeah. He said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. And your great, great granddaughter is pretty fine. She's pretty fine. He said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. And your great, great granddaughter is pretty fine. He said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater.
Will's not in the studio, and I'm going to do some talking. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Uh-oh, Joe's coming in to keep an eye on me. Jeez, I can't. Just because I've been sacked from 17 radio stations, you think you can't trust me with anything? Wowzers. I like that song, but the thing about the great-great-great-granddaughter, that just freaks me out a little bit. That just freaks me out a little bit. I tell you what I miss, Will. About 3 years ago, we had a spate. There was a spate.
What's a spate?
A spate. Well, I've not finished the sentence.
Sorry.
I'm not saying... And there was a spate 3 years ago. Did you see it? Why have we got creaky... Can someone bring some 3-in-1 or WD-40 tomorrow, please? So, about 3 years ago, there was a spate of people appearing online claiming they were time travellers from the future. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that, actually.
And what it was great. There were like, every week there was a new time traveller from... And they'd have their faces pixelated and their voices would be...
I have come from the future. I was a soldier in the American Army in the future. I cannot tell you what will happen, otherwise I will be hunted down and killed. But in the next 30 years, there will be some natural disasters, and there will be some political upheaval.
And that was that. I love that stuff. Why don't we have time travellers anymore? But also, if you're a time traveller, you go, yes, man, I'm a time traveller. I'm from the year 3000, right? I tell you what, not much has changed, but they live underwater. I've got to say, your great-great-great-great-granddaughter is looking fine.
Yeah, that is a bit weird, isn't
That
it?
is a little bit weird. 01865 575 106 is the phone number.
Could we hear from a time traveller?
Oh, God, I hope not. I hate these people. Listen, when it comes to politics, I don't really care. You know, Boris Johnson is a piece of trash, as was his dad, who I work with. Why are you talking about his dad? Why not talk about his dad? That's where it all started. So I'm not a fan of... We'll continue that in a second. Hello, caller. You're on Jack FM.
Good morning, Ian.
Good morning.
How are you?
What have you got for us?
I've got a sport that you might like in the summer.
Okay, this is the phone. Apparently, this is the phone in today. Sports I might like.
Right, it's Commonwealth Games in the God's country of Birmingham.
Yes.
Now, the sport that you should have a look at is women's beach volleyball.
Oh, go away, you horrible, horrible sexist pig. Go away. What horrible... Go away. Dear God. Sexist pig. You know, the thing about women's beach volleyball is it's all like thongs and very tight bikinis and stuff. And those are the rules that they have to wear that. And there was a team, I think it was like the Finnish team from Finland, who entered the beach volleyball tournament. They said, we want to wear something that's, you know, is more appropriate, that covers up a bit more flesh. And they got kicked out of the tournament because they didn't want to wear... This is nuts, right? This is 2022. Genuinely think that rubbish sexist idiot caller. They weren't allowed to kind of like wear shorts and T-shirts or something. That's nuts, right? Because the judges are basically saying, yeah, this sport is so that people get their rocks off, man. That's what this is about, as opposed to this is a sport, you know.
It's an Olympic sport that people train for.
Yeah.
And people just think, right, that's interesting.
So I don't care, but I'm watching these scumbags, these pieces of trash, not talking about women's volleyball now, I'm talking about the politicians, all queuing up to become Prime Minister. It's just awful. All these awful people. My favourite awful person at the moment is Liz Truss, right? And I'm going to play a little clip. You lose something by not seeing the video, but here's her giving a talk about what I think she's like the foreign minister at the moment or something. Here she is giving a talk about what she's going to do.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
What? Listen, there's a huge gap between her saying it and the applause, right? This is great.
In December, I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
I'm obsessed.
The laughs as well.
I am obsessed with this, with the pork markets.
In December,
yes, Liz?
I'll be in Beijing, opening up new pork markets.
Silence.
It's a pleasure I get out of life.
Okay, Liz, thank you. Thank you, Liz.
Rude Awakening. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Like a boiled egg, it's hard to beat. Cracking joke. 106 Jack FM.
Seriously though, pork markets. 01865 575 106. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. We seem to be hurtling down the avenue of sports that I may like. There ain't going to be many of them. Also, I don't get this this patriotism thing. Just because I was born on this lump of rock, I'm supposed to love it and be proud of it? That makes no sense whatsoever. And don't forget, you can call. This is the only breakfast show in the country, possibly the world, where you can call in about anything you want. I cannot stress that enough. Anything you want. 01865 575 106. This is Jack FM. Did you say Uber were considering using violence against drivers?
Yes, to gain our sympathy.
So Uber would beat up drivers?
No, I think...
So we'd feel sorry for them because they're all bandaged?
I'm not sure that's what they mean. I think they mean...
What does it mean?
You know,
I genuinely don't know what it means.
I think they mean that they might highlight that drivers are sometimes abused.
Right, okay, which is not something we're making light of.
Right.
So that Uber were considering... telling people that drivers have been beaten up to gain sympathy.
I'm glad we've cleared it up, because if you thought that, maybe other people thought that.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a terrible thing. And again, we're not making light of it, but that's better than the bosses beating them up to try.
Yeah.
Joe, you ever played the yes-no game?
I haven't.
Do you fancy a quick game?
Go on then.
You sure?
Okay.
Do you know what you have to do?
Pretty much.
Okay, could you tell me?
You have to not say a couple of words.
Okay, and you can't nod or shake your head as well either, right? You got it?
Got it.
Okay, right. So, tell me what you did at the weekend.
I ate lots.
What did you eat?
Picnic food.
Where did you go?
Blenheim Palace.
What were you doing there?
Picnicking.
Just picnicking?
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh!
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Well done. Well done. Yeah, well done. Well, I'm glad we've cleared up the thing about... I love that game so much, right? It's the dumbest game. I love it. If you want to phone up and have a go, 01865 575 106. This is Iain Lee on Jack FM.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening.
Going to say it for me.
The episodic breakfast show. It's a serial, you see. 106 Jack FM.
Tank fly, boss walk, jam, nitty gritty. You're listening to the boy from the big bad city. This is Jam Hot. This is Jam Hot.
Okay, here we go. By the way, I said I'd like an old person to come and sit in the studio for the last hour of the show one day. I would also like... Can we get some kids phoning up? Is it... Oh, my glasses. There we go. I want to get some... Is it summer holidays here yet in Oxfordshire? I think it is for some schools. I think for some it's this week and some it starts next week. Let's get some... Can we get some kids on the radio? Kids are so much more interesting. When I say kids, I mean 12 and under. They are so much more interesting than adults. Jeez. Grown-ups... do you have kids anywhere in your life? Well, I'm not saying do you have kids, but do you have any connection with kids in your extended family or your partner or anything like that?
Kind of.
Okay.
In Australia.
Okay, but so you're not hanging out with kids on a regular basis?
No.
I love hanging out with kids, right? I love it. I had my 2 boys at the weekend. We had to go... I had to take my 10-year-old to A&E, right? This was 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. There was a topless man in there. He was wearing short shorts and he was topless. He had like a leather waistcoat on, but that's too much flesh for an accident and emergency.
No T-shirt, but a leather
waistcoat, a leather jerkin, if you will, a gilet for you French-speaking fanatics out there. But no, and I said to my boy, I said, "Oh my God, look at that." That was bizarre. That was disgusting.
That is vile.
That was disgusting. That shouldn't be. I don't even really like being nude in my own home. I shower quickly, I come out, and then there's at the very least pants are going on. If I'm going to bed, pants are going on. Never sleep in the nude. Never. I'm a never nude. That means I really just don't like. I don't like being naked. It's an unpleasant, unnatural thing. It's the most unnatural thing in the world is to be there naked. Also, do you watch... there's me asking, can we get some kids phoning up? I'm about to do a thing about Naked Attraction. Do you watch Naked Attraction?
I have watched it a few times.
I love that show because...
It's interesting.
It's interesting. It is... Just because it makes me go, okay, well, mine ain't so bad, My belly, I'm talking about. My body ain't so bad. That's what's good. But did you get the people you get on there? They'll go, oh, you turned down Tina. She's 27. She's a primary school teacher from Dulwich. A primary school teacher? In my day, I remember once at my school, in my grammar school, we found out that one of the teachers had been posing this is before the internet, in like an adult magazine.
Okay.
They've been posing. Career over.
Yeah.
Career over. But now that primary school teachers are allowed to stand in a pod naked, could I like going on trampolines? Could you jump up and down, please, so I know what you look like on a tramp? What the heck is that?
The bit about the show that gets me is after they get rejected, they make them walk out. Obviously, completely naked, and they have to have a face-to-face conversation with the person.
Well, they didn't like my bobbly bits. Well, it's their loss, not mine. Then they do that weird thing where
hug. Have you seen the hug?
Oh, the hug where they
don't want to touch any
groin. I want 12 inches between each groin, please. And then they do that weird thing where they stand naked on a disc and it spins them round, and they come clothed, and then they do a pose. They go like that. They do like that, or they cross their arms, or they salute. Mine will be a salute. I was asked to go, not on that. What's the one with the Frenchman, Fred, the Frenchman?
Oh, First Date.
I was asked to go on First Dates.
Really?
Yeah, because it came out that I don't...
See, I really quite like First Date.
I came out right a few years ago as being bisexual, and then my divorce. I had a divorce, and then I came out as bisexual, and the two things weren't connected. But this was kind of after the jungle when people were interested in that. They thought that kind of stuff was interesting when it's not. So I got an email saying, Ian, this is the producer of First Dates. We'd love to invite you on the show. Blah, 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 blah. And I went, why would I do that? First of all, you're so obviously going to fit me up with a bloke, which is not what I want. Also, what my kids think? Fair play. I ate what did I eat? I ate a pig's vagina. You can't tell me off for that. That's a real medical term. And that's what I ate on I'm a Celebrity. I ate pig's vagina, and I drank a milkshake made out of kangaroos.
They look terrible.
They did, but you think, well, I drank a milkshake made out of an emu's bottom, right? My kids can't sink any lower in front of them. Then you go on first dates. Hello, I'm Ian. Oh, yeah. No. So what I'm saying is, can we get some young people, 12 or under? Here's what I'd like. I'd like a young person's correspondent, because I'm old. I'm 50 next year. Will is 22, but that's old. That's still old, right?
I'm getting on.
Can we get a young person's correspondent? It'll be a regular, unpaid position. No one's making much dollar here, let me tell you that. And if ever there was like a young person's bit of news, like, I don't know, the Pokemon or the Spider-Mans or any of those things, a young bit of news, we would phone up the young person correspondent and they would then tell us what's going on. What the chatter is in the playground.
Yeah, with Bill Pear's permission.
Yes, exactly. Well, kids, who cares? So here's what we want. 01865 575 106. And I've noticed, dear Oxfordshire, that you're a little bit nervous about calling in. Don't worry. There's no rush. We've got a whole 51 more weeks of this. Which is good. So don't worry about being nervous about phoning in. But I would love a young person correspondent. We will treat them with respect and kindness and age appropriateness. Don't worry about that. Who would come on and tell us the latest buzz in the playground about young people's issues. So give us a call, 01865 575 106. This is Jack FM.
Iain Lee's Rude. Oh, sorry. Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. 106 Jack FM.
They'll be making sure you stay amused. They'll fill you up with drugs and booze. Maybe you'll make the evening news. And when you're tripping over your dreams, they'll keep you down by any means. By the end of the night you'll be stifling your screams. And since you became a VI person, it's like your problems have all worsened. Your paranoia casts aspersions on the truths you know. And they'll just put you in a spotlight and hope that you'll do alright. Or maybe not. Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? So why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Stars in their eyes. Remember they said you'd show them all, emphasize the rise but not the fall. And now you're playing a shopping mall. Your mum and dad, they can't believe what you appear to have achieved, while the rest of these users are just laughing in their sleeves. And since you became a VI person, it's like your problems have all worsened. Your paranoia casts aspersions on the truths you know. And now the tabloids use your face to document your fall from grace. And then they'll tell you that that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? It's the same old story, well they just didn't realise. And it's a long way to come from the dog and duck karaoke machine and Saturday nights drunken dreams. Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? It's the same old story, well they just didn't realise. And it's a long way to come from your private bedroom dance routines and Saturday nights drunken dreams. Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? So why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? Stars in their eyes. Now why'd you wanna go and put stars in their eyes? It's the same old story, well they just didn't realise. And it's a long way to come from the dog and duck karaoke machine Saturday
to come from your private bedroom dance routines and Saturday nights drunken dreams.
I can't stop thinking now about that semi-nude in A&E. That's disgusting, right? Because it was hot. But it was 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, and there were people, there were children there, there were people there. He just sat there as bold as you like. That's the thing with these people, as bold as you like. Ever been to a nudist place, Will?
I haven't actually.
Don't, it's disgusting. I had to go and interview a load of nudes at some nudist place once, and all I could think was,
"You're a pervert."
Every time.
You're a pervert.
But then I saw one gentleman and thought,
"Hey, this guy's good."
Don't sit down on the chairs at a nudist colony, because they're going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be unpleasant. It's not my. Why am I talking about this?
Sanitation is key.
Sanitation is key. Let's move away from that, because that's we don't want to go. That's a nighttime phone-in thing, guys. Or nudity is for the nighttime. It's not for the morning. Clothes are very much for the morning. 01865 575 106. We've thrown a lot out there. If you want to call in, you'd be very, very well. You don't have to call in. It's like people, you know, the worst thing about concerts, right? I've never seen Robbie Williams live, but I've seen him on the telly. And he does that thing, and I hate it when acts do this. He's singing his biggest hit, Angels, and then he points the microphone to the audience for them to sing it. And you're thinking, I've paid £50 to £100 for this. You sing it. I can hear me singing it anytime I want. I've paid for you to sing. Well, I went and saw Barry Manilow the other week, and he did it with Copacabana. Okay, hey, so it's like that because either his face has shrunk or he's had a lot of plastic surgery. Okay. It's your turn. He can't move his mouth properly.
It's not the easiest song in the world to sing along with that.
Copacabana?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Well, it's not like got like a big long.
At the Copacabana. Okay. Hey, it's your turn. And I refused to sing it because I'd paid about 70 quid for my ticket. My sister paid £8 for hers. What does that tell you? Yeah, she paid £8 for hers.
Never.
True story. I can't remember what we were talking about. That's one tangent too many. Let's jump back into the technicals. Okay. How would you pronounce this name? Because I want to read a tweet from someone, but I'm not totally sure. Elysia.
Alicia?
Alicia? Is it Sher? Is it Alicia? Anyway, I would like to read a tweet from her. We were talking about Naked Attraction. I don't know. Have you ever watched that programme?
Yes.
There have been no marriages on that programme. They try and fill it out. This is the wrong phrase. They try and make it sound like it's based on science, don't they? Every now and then they'll throw in a science fact and stuff like that. And it's not. It's just looking at
bits.
Mm. Alicia says, oh, no, I've just lost her tweet. She says, right. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold the line, please, caller. How has that gone? Maybe she's deleted it in a fit of pique. Here we go. Speaking of Naked Attraction, we went to a wedding near Christmas time one year, and Santa came out for the kids. We later learned he'd been on Naked Attraction, forever known to us as Naked Santa. That is messed up, right?
Yeah,
you got your secret Santas. You don't want your naked. I mean, he was clothed while he was hanging out with the kids, but
I suppose how did they work that out? Because he's obviously got the beard and the hat and all that sort of stuff. It's a fairly covered face, isn't it?
Well, maybe it's on. I don't know. Maybe it's on his website. I don't. I don't know. Could either of you ever do anything like that?
Absolutely not. No.
Good. That is the correct answer. Will?
Definitely not.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could see you on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you've said it.
Yeah, let's sort it out. Yeah. Let's phone up the producers. Let's get Will.
No, God, don't do it. Not even for all the money. Don't do it.
There is. I was once asked to appear naked on TV. What was that for? They wanted me. I said no. No one needs to see that. I want.
Is there any amount of money you would do it for?
Yeah, I'd do it for £6,000. I mean, but So I would do it for a lot of money, like £6,000. But any less than that, I think they were offering like a few hundred. It's like, no, I'm not. You're not seeing that. Even if I have like a partner in the bedroom, the lights are off There's no. What are you snorting at that for?
Sorry.
There's no way I'm getting glimpsed at in the. Even I don't like it. I want to remove all the mirrors from my from my life.
That's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah, sad. Thank you.
Ian Lee's Rude Awakening is fortified with vitamins and iron. Potentially. 106 Jack FM. Ian Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. A slice of radio toast with just a gentle spreading of We Can't Believe It's Not Better. 106 Jack FM.
Oxfordshire, and actually, I don't know if we have anyone listening who lives in Oxfordshire. I hope we do. I hope we do, dear listener. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. We're not one of those shows where you do a topic a day. If we've talked about it on a previous show, then goddammit, we can talk about it now. And we can... I'm just trying to... Did you hear me thinking then? Because I was trying to press a button. And we can... Just slow down to nothing. And you can call in about anything. And that's cool. That's going to take a while for you to get. But that is it. You can phone in and say anything you want. Imagine that. A breakfast show, we could do that. Things we're looking at today. Sports that I may like. Because I just... I've never... got them. Football is meaningless to me. And cricket, dear God, cricket. We're looking for a kid correspondent, someone who's 12 or under, to be our go-to if anything happens, like, in like video games or Marvel or something. We were supposed to go and see Minions at the weekend, but because my youngest was ill, we did not go and see. That was £35 worth of tickets down the drain. It was £35. You like the Minions, Will?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, man, I love the Minions. I would suggest the Minions are the greatest fictional character. Well, no, here we go. I'm going to do a link that I hadn't planned until I was halfway through that sentence. I would have said that the Minions... There we go. I'm just going to do some satire, Will. Get ready for satire.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is what people think it's too rude and vulgar. Here comes some political satire. If you'd have told me... hang on a minute. This is right. You know what, Will? Up until last week, I thought the Minions were the funniest comedy characters in the world. And then I heard Liz Truss. Here we go.
2/3 of our cheese.
Yep.
That is a disgrace.
All right, we'll stop you there because... all we really make in this country is cheddar, right? France does the best cheeses. Camembert, Brie. France does the best cheese. I'm fact-checking a minion. Liz Grew. Liz Grew.
Liz Grew.
We're fact-checking Liz Grew. France does the best cheeses. We continue. Round of applause there for cheese.
I was at HMP Pentonville last week. They've now got patrol dogs who are barking, which helps deter drones.
Barking dogs deter drones now? Is that a thing? Okay, we continue.
So we're using all kinds of solutions to deal with contraband coming into our prison.
Okay.
In December, I'll be in Beijing.
Where are you going?
Opening up new pork markets.
We love the pork markets. There's the applause.
As I've said, of course, in any trade deal we strike, we will be taking into account our high standards to make sure our farmers are undermined.
What?
And I will not rest.
Here we go.
Until the British apple is back at the top of the tree.
Yes, man, apples. Apples. She wants to be Prime Minister. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. We are so screwed. Then Rishi Sunak, his statement, he did his announcement. Let's get the economy back on track. You've blooming been the guy in charge of the economy for the last 3 years, Rishi Sunak. You've been let's get the economy back on track. You've been the Chancellor, Rishi. You've had you've been the only person that's been able to do it, and you have failed for the last 3 years. 01865 575 106. Really want to talk to some kids.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is here. All other breakfast shows are toast. 106 Jack FM.
What they tell themselves when
hate to break it to Jimmy Eat World guys, but generally everything is not fine, and it normally ends in tears and in disaster. Just so you know, that's how that goes. Ever? What's the biggest crime you've ever done? Will, biggest crime. You've done some crimes. Come on, what is the biggest crime you've ever done?
I'm going to expose myself on the radio.
Speeding. I'm not condoning any of this before you go, oh, he's on there. I'm not condoning anything. Speeding.
Hey, I've got 3 points on my license.
Hey, wowzers.
Yeah, not proud of it.
I have had points on my license. Stolen anything?
Once.
Oh, straight in there. What? Hang on a second. Let's get more appropriate music. What did you steal?
It was a
lady's heart.
Yeah. We'll go with that. A chocolate tort.
What?
A chocolate tort.
Was a tort?
Tort. Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know. What is a tort?
It's just like a chocolate dessert cake sort of thing.
A tart?
No, it's Torte.
No such word.
There is.
I'm 49 years old. There is no such word.
There is.
There is no such word as tort.
I'm going to Google it.
You Google it.
I'm sure there is. But
I'll Google you in a minute in my fist.
Yeah.
Right, so you stole a chocolate... let's call it a tort, right? You stole a chocolate tort.
Yeah.
And, okay. I don't want to look at your phone while I'm working, mate. Please don't put your phone down while we're on air. Please. Have some respect for the listener. Have some respect for me. Put your phone down while we're on air. That's outrageous behaviour. I'm so sorry, dear listener. When I was younger, I am not condoning this at all. When I was about 17, I stole 2 Elvis CDs from HMV in London. I felt so guilty. I went back and paid for the most expensive one. That's right. I'll tell you why. Because there's a robbery here, right? The perfect heist. This is in the Sun. Bank robber posed as a security guard, tricked the staff into handing over £150,000. I'm not in any way glamorising this or saying this is great. I'm not one of those people, you know. But I just want to get this context. A villain posing as a G4S security guard conned bank staff into handing over 6 cash boxes containing £150,000. He walked into the branch wearing a helmet, a visor and uniform. Now, here's the thing, right? I think we mentioned this last week. If you're wearing a fluorescent jacket, you can get away with anything.
Yeah.
I broke in. This is absolutely true. For a TV program, The Real Hustle, I broke in. I knocked on the door of a young woman. I told her I was here to check the water, and she let me into a house and took me to her bathroom. That actually happened, wearing a high-vis jacket. Go and do it now. No, don't break into people's houses. Honestly, high-vis jacket. Walk into the street, put your hand up and hold the traffic up. You can do that for about 3 or 4 minutes before they start getting a bit annoyed with you. It's wonderful. So I reckon I could do one really big bank job or one murder and get away with it.
In a high-vis jacket?
Well, no, not necessarily in a high-vis. I don't know how I do the bank robbery. But the problem with bank robbers is they do loads of bank robberies, right? So
it's their career, isn't it?
It's their careers. It's the choice that they have made that they're going to pursue that in the hope of getting promoted. But if you do more than one, you're screwed. Because then you're setting a pattern, right? Then the police can... But if you do one bank robbery, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to suspect the guy that stole the strawberries from I'm a Celebrity? No one. Who's going to suspect you, Will, 22-year-old Jack FM producer? No one's going to suspect that. So if you go and do one robbery, like miles away, like, I don't know, Inverness, you go into a bank in Inverness and you say, give me $1 million. Oh, God, we're so late. We're so late. But this, I think, is actually more important than the news. I'm sorry to say that, but I think me telling you how to do a bank robbery successfully is more important. This is stuff that will be useful to you. You go into Inverness, you do one bank robbery, then you come back down to Oxford the same day. No one would ever suspect it was you.
There you go.
There we go. And actually, now I've thought about it, the news is probably more important than that rubbish. So I apologise to everyone, especially Joe. That Penny Mordaunt video was a disaster because not only did it have Joe Cox in there, who had been murdered and, you know, should not have been in there. Also had Oscar Pistorius.
Yes, I heard this.
In there. That was some very weird editorial choices.
I think someone rushed that, didn't they?
Someone didn't think that through. It is so lovely to see so many wonderful members of the Conservative Party stand up and show us what delightful human beings they are. You know that conversation we had out in there? Was that a private conversation?
No.
The one about where you used to work?
No.
That's not a private conversation?
No.
Okay, if ever you say something out there that's private, let me know and it doesn't go on the air.
Okay.
However, We were talking about Naked Attraction and Naked Santa, and do you want to tell us what happened to you one evening?
Oh, it's just way back when I was at uni.
Yeah.
I had a job in a local, I say leisure centre, but a water park.
Yes.
And they basically hired out the venue one day to a nudist group.
Oh, wow.
So we closed for everyone else apart from this group.
Who are these people?
Dirty people, that too. So how many nudists were there? Nudies.
There could have been maybe 100 around the whole park.
Yay. And did anyone drop their change and bend over to pick it up in front of you?
I didn't see any of that.
You got danger money?
I actually got paid a little bit extra to work the nudist night, yeah.
Oh my God, what is wrong with these people? Put your goddamn clothes on, please.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Terms and conditions apply. Jack FM can't guarantee it'll be rude at all times. Or awakening.
I understood loneliness before I knew what it was. I saw the pills on your table for your unrequited love. I would be nothing without you holding me up. Now I'm strong enough for both of us, both of us, both of us, both of us. I am a giant, stand up on my shoulders, tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant, we'll be breaking boulders underneath our feet.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening on Jack FM. Plenty of waffle, but very little syrup.
bring your sister over here. Let her dance with me just for the hell of it. Well, you must be a boy with bones like that. She said you got me wrong. I would've sold him to you if I could've just kept the last of my clothes on. Oh yeah. Call me up, take me down with you when you go. I could be your regular belle. And I'll see dance for little Stephen and Joanna around the back of my hotel. Oh yeah. I was good, she was hot, stealing everything she got. I was bold, she was over the worst of it. Give me gear, thank you dear. Bring your sister over here. Let her dance with me just for the hell of it.
You can do it right now, please.
Boring.
Let's play a game. Let's play a dangerous game. With the phone calls have been thin on the ground today. And that is okay. But I want a phone call. And we're not talking until we get a phone call. 01865 575 106. We're not talking until we get a phone call. We're on strike. Oh my God, we got a phone call straight away. Hello, caller. You're on Jack FM.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. Madam, how may I be of assistance to thee?
I just thought I'd tell you my little nudist story.
Oh, when you say little nudist story, I'm assuming the story is little, not...
Well, I don't know, it might have been.
Okie dokie. What's your name?
It's Kate.
Kate? Oh, Kate. Okay, Kate. Sorry, we can't hear a thing here. Kate, tell us your nudist story, please, Kate.
So it was about 10 years ago, me and my mum, we decided to walk the first bit of the Southwest Coast Path.
Oh, God.
Which runs from Poole to Swanage.
Yeah.
Across a little place called Shell Bay.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a renowned nudist area.
Oh, but you knew it was a nudist area when you went there with your mother.
But it was March and it was cold and the beach was empty.
Those dirty people, they don't care. Okay, but go on.
So we're walking on the beach, right near the water.
Yeah.
And we're just wandering along. There's posts that say, warning, you're entering a nudist area.
Yeah.
And we glance up to the dunes, and there's a man standing very, surveying the area. With his hands on his hips.
Hands on his hips, surveying the area. I'm glad you didn't say the man was standing... Okay, yes.
But, very much hands on hips, and I am the king of all, I survey.
Yeah.
And, yes, he was absolutely starkers.
Yeah. And he... So,
then my mum afterwards said, did you get a photo?
Oh, my God! See, mums love that kind of stuff. Mums are outrageous in their behaviour. So this was a guy just stood surveying the beach. He was naked. There were no other nudes there with him.
There was barely any other people there.
It does... I'm going to be honest, Kate. I think this one rests on you. You went for a walk with your mother in an area that you knew was for nudists, and you
It is a designated coastal path. It goes across the beach.
Okay. But
we were only following a route.
All right. We were just following orders.
And it was March. It was cold.
This is the thing with those guys and gals, though. They're sick enough to walk around naked. They'll do it in the cold weather, Kate.
No.
Ever been tempted?
No.
That's the correct answer. Thank you very much indeed. 01865 575 106 is the phone number. You ever done it, Will?
Nope.
It is not. It's a strange one, right? Some people do it in their houses. Some people do it.
Well, that's okay, isn't it?
No, it's not okay.
Well, being nude in your own house.
No, it's not. What? Watching EastEnders in the nuddy. Doing a fry up without any pants on.
Okay, obviously cooking, that's not safe. But if you're just in your own home, there's nothing wrong with that.
They're prepared to do it in their own home. They are prepared to do it anywhere. Imagine, well, I tell you what would be funny is if one of the candidates for PM, let's say Dominic Raab. No, is he? I don't really know. I don't really care about those idiots. But if Dominic Raab came out and did a press conference naked and said, I stand here before you in all my heavenly glory to say I will be the first people's PM for nudes. I'm here to represent nudes. That would be worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. Suddenly I'd be interested in politics. Suddenly I'd be interested in politics. Thank you, Kate. 01865 575 106. I'll keep chucking these topics out, and if you want to grab them, you can. We're still giving away ages. We did that last week. Sports that I may like, and also we are looking for 2 people. I want an old woman, like 65, to come and sit in the show for 1 hour, just so I've got someone I can bounce popular cultural references from the 70s off of. And we want a child correspondent. You do it on the phone, 12 or under. Just whenever we talk about, I don't know, video games or Stranger Things or something, we phone up the kid and they tell us what they want. 01865 575 106. Iain Lee, Jack FM, as you were.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening, the episodic breakfast show. It's a serial, you see. 106 Jack FM.
Okay, we got a phone call. Good morning, Lee.
Good morning, Ian. How are you?
None of your business. What have you got for us?
Oh, well, I want to combine 2 topics. So,
Here we go.
Nudism and sport.
Here we go. Okay, this is already is horrific. If you've got children listening, please put cotton wool in their ears. Go on, Lee.
Now, in my misspent youth, I might possibly have looked at some magazines.
Okay, steady on.
And what is it with nudists and volleyball? They have to play volleyball. Nudist camps always have volleyball courts.
Apparently so, yes.
So, are they all just perverts?
Hang on. Is that the story?
Well, it's not a story.
Well, hang on. Well, it's not really a phone call. So you phoned up to say you read a magazine once and there were nudists playing volleyball.
Well,
oh my God, jeez! I mean, he said he was combining 2 topics, but 2 topics into a blue Rizzler thin piece of. It's gone. What? I know. I say you can call in about anything, but try and have a little bit of. It's terrible call. I apologise to fans of content. I mean, 01865 575 106. Let's rate that call, shall we? God, if it's as hot today as it was yesterday, there's going to be some serious trouble to play. That was too hot, right? I did not strip off my clothes because I'm not a deviant. I would suffer in clothes. But yesterday was too hot. I suspect today is going to be as hot as that. If it gets any hotter, dear God, we are going to start to have problems. I tell you that for nothing. I'm Iain Lee. This is Jack FM, The Rude Awakening. I'm here every weekday, 7 till 10. There is a best of podcast, right, that came out on Friday. It's not on everyone's podcast feeds. It takes a while for the system to filtrate and for it to drop down to the substrata. Yeah, those are actual words. I'm surprised I managed to pluck them from the back of my mind. But if you start looking on your podcast feeds, I'll let you know when it's out there a little bit more, but there is a best of, and it lasts about 40 minutes, and it's jolly, and we all have a lot of fun. Last 30 minutes, 01865 575 106. This is, I nearly said Talk Radio.
Did you really?
Wow, muscle man. This is Talk Radio, and after the news, we'll be saying why Brexit's such a good idea and why we should be sending all of them back. Okay, so there seems to be a running theme for this show is UFOs and aliens. Joe, have you ever seen a UFO?
No.
Do you believe in UFOs?
No.
You don't believe it? What does UFO mean?
Unidentified. Think about that. Unidentified flying objects.
So you don't believe that there are objects flying around that are unidentified?
No.
At all?
No.
Yet you'll.
I think someone somewhere knows what everything flying around is.
What? You're talking about God? Did we just get?
No, just smart people.
So you don't think there are some things flying around that are unidentified, but you will sell a naked man a hot dog? Right?
Yes. If I'm getting paid for it, yes.
I'm starting to get the measure of you. I'm starting to get the measure of you.
Ram your hot dog up my pipe.
Oh, goodness sakes, no, please. So, because I talked last week about how I've seen a UFO, and I saw it with my partner, who at the time was a BBC news reporter. So
there you go.
Open to bias and corruption. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay, but his I can't. So you don't believe in aliens?
No,
really.
I need to see it and maybe touch it to believe it.
We still on aliens.
Honestly.
I'm so tired. Why did I say yes to this job? I hate every second of it. No, I don't. I'm joking. Okay, right. Well, there's a story in The Sun about aliens sending us messages. Should I read it to you, or are you just going to poo-poo it?
You can read it if you like. I think you want to, so go ahead.
Do you know what? I'm not going to bother. Goodbye.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening. Wake up and smell the cup of tea or something. 106 Jack FM.
I
what Going for Gold is?
No.
So you don't... I play this. It means nothing to you.
Some sort of theme tune or something?
Well, it's some sort of theme tune. Okay, hang on a minute. So this means nothing to you. At all?
No.
Holy guacamole. Okay, all right. Well, it was... You're playing catch-up in the two-zone.
Like...
What am I? I'm...
Sound like Lou Walsh.
What am I? I'm a round object, and I'm orange in colour, and I taste of orange. What am I?
An orange.
There we go. That was it.
Is that the premise of it?
Going for Gold was great, right? Well, you're playing catch up in the two-zone. What it was a pro-Europe quiz in the 1980s. Very pro-Europe. We couldn't do it now. Not with Brexit. Not with Farage. Not with Boris Johnson. Not with Doris. Doris wouldn't allow it. And you'd have like 4 contestants from different European countries, right? And so you'd have Finland, countries, right?
Yeah.
And you'd get general knowledge. Then you'd get to the round where you go, you're playing catch up in the two-zone, right? So they're all from different countries. So how did they get around the different languages for each contestant? What do you think they did? It's very clever what they did to get around.
Translators?
Nope, they did it all in English.
They just did it all in English.
Did it all in English. So if you were an Englishman on there, or an English lady, an English lass, as I like to call those wonderful, wonderful English women, and you didn't win because you were beaten by someone whose first language was not English,
There's no coming back from that.
Shame on you. I don't believe in publicly shaming anybody, but I think we should round up everybody that was English and lost on what's the show called? That was it. We should round them all up and put them in a pen, a nudist's pen, on a beach, and we should all just point and laugh. That's what
Joe can serve hot dogs.
Joe can serve them hot dogs. Here we go. This is the story that Joe refused to listen to. I wanted to talk to her about aliens and contact, and she refused to listen to, and she stormed out of the studio. And this is the story. Aliens are trying to contact us, but their efforts are a colossal waste of time. That's what I feel about this show. We're trying to contact the listeners, but maybe it's a colossal waste of time. I don't know. They say, the scientists say, extraterrestrials can beam us messages in particles of light, but the perilous interstellar journey turns them into cosmic claptrap. I don't know if that's a scientific term.
Claptrap?
Claptrap. You know what claptrap is?
No.
Who is this guy? He's a baby. It's not. Forgive him, for he knows not what he does.
Apologies.
A new not accepted. Apologies is not accepted. A new report states intelligent aliens are probably using quantum communication. Yeah, I thought so. To send news from thousands of light years away. Scientists. What is this? Scientists say they would not only struggle to understand any alien news, but they would not even know if it. What's a stupid story? So scientists are saying aliens might be sending us messages, but we don't know if they are. And if they were, we probably wouldn't be able to understand them anyway. Dear God!
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is one of your 5 a day. It's also the other 4 of your 5 a day. 106 Jack FM.
Hello?
It's a pleasure I get out of life.
Excuse-moi, who are you talking to?
I think angels are sexy.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is fortified with vitamins and iron. Potentially. 106 Jack FM.
we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're coming to the end of the show. What comes up after this show, please, Will? Tell the ladies and gentlemen why they should carry on listening.
It's Jack FM's 9 to 5 no repeat workday.
Okay.
There we go. I got it out there in the end.
9 to 5?
Yeah.
Well, hang on, what time?
It's already started.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's what's on after that.
We're locked in. We're locked and loaded, dear listener. What a morning. This is Monday, right? And you thought this was medium octane. You wait till, I don't know, Tuesday, and you get something. No. I don't know any of the words to that song. There are so many sections where I'm singing something, but I know it's not the right word. Listen, I'm old enough to remember when Kurt Cobain died. I'm old enough to remember that. That's how old I am. Probably about 5 years before you were born, little boy. 6 years, little boy.
What year was that?
I don't know. Hang on. I can tell exactly what it was. I was in the bedroom of the flat I was staying in at my second year of college. I had the big bedroom for that term. We swapped each term. And so that would have been 1994, I'm going to say.
5 years. Yeah.
1994, if that's correct. Please. Make sure you send me £5, dear listener. That's it. That's your lot for this morning. What a blast. Thank you, everybody that took part. We covered nudity. Just one topic this morning, but boy, oh boy, hopefully we covered it right up. Don't forget, back tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and I look forward to chatting to you then. Until then, from me and Will, tatty bye.
Iain Lee's Rude Awakening is fortified with vitamins and iron. Potentially. 106 Jack FM.